Today, I'm going to show you how to build this watchtower. First thing we're going to need to do is get some foundations going. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of these granite foundation number 4s, and you can go ahead and just place that down where you want it. Then go back in and we're going to grab 4 of the granite foundation number 2, and we're just going to connect these up to the sides just like so, to where you're going to kind of have a plus shape. And then last for this foundation, we can grab the granite foundation number 1, just the little tiny bits to fill in the corners. Snapping them into place is always going to help, and it keeps everything nice and level. Then for the walls on the first floor, we're going to go ahead and come on in and grab the umber wall, and those are just going to go in the 4 corners just like this. Then we're going to grab 3 of the beam walls. I really like the design of these. I just wish that the edges came down a little bit more, but we're going to rotate those until we get them to exactly where we would like them, and then snap them into place. And you're only going to need 3 of them. If you want to do 4, you sure can, but I'm going to leave one of them open on one side so we can actually get into our build. And there we go. So this side is actually going to be our entrance, and now we need to make the stairs to go up. So for the stairs to the next floor, we're going to use the Sugi stairs number 2 and the Sugi stairs number 1. First, we're going to grab the number 2, find a good place to put it. I like to have it so it butts up almost to that wall and kind of get it in a corner like this. Then we can grab the Sugi stairs number 1, and we're going to rotate it and build it off of this corner and just get it into place and snap it, and it should come up to be level with the next floor. For the floors, you can really do whatever you want, but for now I'm going to use 4 of these rustic floor number 2s and snap them into where they are nice and flush with the edges of these. And again, you might make mistakes, and that is okay. Always have a pickaxe ready to go to take them out. But once you get them where you want, just go ahead and snap them in, and they should sit flush like that. And then we can add a 4th one going across like this. For some of these floors, you might get a little bit of overhang from the stairs, but that's okay. That shouldn't matter too much. Then we can grab the rustic thin floor number 1, and we're going to build across this way, just snapping them into place one after another. If you want to rotate them to kind of vary the pattern, go on and do that, but for my purposes, I don't need to. Then we can take another one, and we're going to build it all the way to the corner, and then we can build off of this one, making sure it lines up, and go all the way down, connecting it just like so. We can snap the last one in, and then we can start working on the next level. Have I mentioned that I hate the rain in this game more than Minecraft? For the next floor, we're also going to grab the 4 umber walls and snap those into the corner. They might struggle a little bit, so you might have to break them, but when you're done, they should look ready to go. And then before we do the walls, we're going to go ahead and get the stairs going, so go on into there, and we're going to grab the Sugi stairs number 3. These are a perfect level to rotate and then to snap into place on here. So just line them up where you want, and then click them down, and they should be good. And then for the walls of this, we're going to use the polytil corner, I hope I said that right, and the polytil railing number 4. Go ahead and grab the corners, and we're going to butt them up against the umber walls just like this, and you're going to do that on every single side. And then once that's done, go ahead and grab the railing, and that should snap into place in between them perfectly. After that, it should look something like this, and then we can move on to the 3rd floor. For this, go ahead and grab your rustic floor number 2, and we're going to lay these out to where they are completely covering everything and snapping them into place, because this is going to be our top floor. And this should line up in the corners pretty well. No! I hit the wrong one. And then once we have this L shape in, we're going to go ahead and grab our rustic thin floor number 1 and build off of the edges like so. And we can get that as close to the stairs without overlapping, but there is going to be a tiny bit of overlap, and that is okay. And then we can also build off of this corner over here. There might be a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. And sometimes messing with the floor, you might have to readjust stuff, and that is okay. But get it how you want, and then you should be good to go. And then for the top, before we do the roof, I really like these pavilion pillars, but again, you can use whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and throw these in opposite corners of each other, and then go ahead and grab the other side as well, and they should snap into place. And I love the decorations on them. I want to see more building blocks like this in the future. And once you got those in place, it should look something like this. And before we do the roof, we're going to do the railing along the outside. You can do the exact same thing you did down on the 2nd floor, but you can also change it up. For my purposes, I'm just going to do the exact same thing because I think the aesthetic goes really well together. Once your corners are in, you can snap the rails into place, and now we can focus on the roof. And then for the roof, I'm just going to keep it super simple. We're going to go with the Kawara hips, and we're going to place one on each corner. And I think these go really well with the pavilion pillars and just bring the whole build together. Once we have those, we can go back in and we're looking for the thinnest one of the Kawara roof, number 1, and those should just snap into place on every side just like this. And then we can finish it off by coming on in, and we're looking for the topper, which looks like this, the ridge end, and that should just snap into the top, and then your watchtower is done. What did you guys think of this build? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't checked out my last video on how to build this Viking longhouse, go ahead and click the card in the top right corner. If you guys like this build, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and also check out my links to all my other channels in the description down below. But I'm gonna get on out of here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.